Hey family, it's Logan Renee with the SoulKation Podcast. Yes, I said SoulKation. And the reason why I'm calling it that is because every single time you click play, I'm going to take your soul on a vacation. Somebody else might be wondering, okay, so what's the soul? I believe the soul is our swag, our personality, our emotions, our will. It's the reason why you love the color red, or why you love the color purple, or why you choose to date a certain person, or why certain people are drawn to you or attracted to you. I call that your package. And your soul is what's packaged inside of you. It's what other people get to meet and other people get to see, but you get to live with. And that's why it's called the SoulKation Podcast. I'm telling you all, matter of fact, I guarantee you all, it's going to be one for the books. Somebody else might be wondering, like, who is Logan? Like, who is she? So a little background about me is I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. So you're going to hear a little twang, you're going to hear a little accent, and you're like, what is she saying? But bear with me. We'll get through it together. But I love Mississippi. It is in my heart forever. And if you want some great food, you have to go to Jackson, Mississippi. You have to, I'm telling you. I have lived on the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, and the South. And I'm telling you that the best food is in Mississippi. Take my word for it. Also, now I'm in California. Absolutely love the state, love the mountains, love the ocean. I thought it was very weird when I first moved here. Like everybody just like chills on the beach and like, I'm like, people come here to vacation and you all live here and you just have meetings at the beach. Like it blew my mind. But I absolutely love the state of California. When I think about the state, I just think about people who are looking for joy in every single area of their life, and they're making sure they touch it. They're just not dreaming about it in California. They're touching their dreams. And that's why I really love the state. So the reason why I started the podcast is because I'm on a journey. And I'm going to give you the background of this journey. So pre 25 years of age, this is before I turned 25, I was literally one track focused. All I thought about was brunch, happy hours, day parties, house parties, Greek picnics, trips, a couple cocktails, anything that had good life, good time attached to it. I was always in attendance. Okay. Always in attendance. But then October 4th, 2014 changed everything for me. I lost my mom to stage 4 breast cancer. And I would say I guess I was asleep or just not present with myself, with my goals, with my life or anything until I lost my mom. And what it made me do, it forced me to ask one question to God. What am I supposed to do now? And the reason why I didn't ask him why my mother left me and my family is because I knew that why would never change the result. I knew that why would never bring her back. I knew that why wasn't gonna get me the same Thanksgivings I was used to and the same smothered pork chops on Christmas. I knew that all of that it wasn't gonna change the result. So instead I asked God, so what am I supposed to do now? She's the affirmation queen. You know, she's who I go to for prayer. She's the one I go to whenever I'm about to make a big decision or a really scary decision. So what am I supposed to do now? And I heard it so clear. Go on a journey. Find out who you are and why you're here. Find out who you are and why you're here. I was like, I don't know. Am I really supposed to answer this now? Like, I don't know. So while dealing with the loss of my mom, I had just got out of a situationship a couple of months before that. Not only that, I had moved to a new state with a new job, and I was trying to figure out who I was. It was crazy, guys. It was crazy. I mean, I found myself some nights, laid out in the middle of my floor, just crying, using wine as a suppressant, trying to figure out my next best move. So that's what I mean about this journey. I went on a full-blown journey to understand who I am And this podcast is going to teach you some of those strategies and those tools that I have had to use, how to overcome tragic things that happen in your life, things that you literally did not expect, and they just came anyway. How to use those things as stepping stones, how to use those things to grow you, to change you, to give you a vision, and how to maximize your gifts, the gifts that you were given when you were brought to this earth. Like you were given these gifts for free. That's what's really great. So we're going to talk about how to maximize those. While on this journey, guys, I cannot tell you how much money I've spent on self-development, personal development, spiritual development. I have a spiritual coach, mental coach, financial coach, and they matter. They truly matter in a journey of trying to figure out who you are and what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to share all those tools with you. Everything I've learned at seminars, workshops, conferences, online, in person, all those strategies, all those tools, you're going to learn here on this podcast. I'm going to discuss things on why our soul is always looking for clarity or always looking for the answer. I'm going to be a little honest. The soul is a little nosy and the soul is a little messy. You wouldn't think that it is, but I'm telling you, the soul is a little shady sometimes and a little petty, but the soul is always looking for clarity and always looking for an answer. I'm going to discuss the core of who you are, the reason why people always want to hang around you. And a couple sneak peeks is because you're worthy. It's because you're smart. It's because you're intelligent. It's because you're capable of taking your gifts that you already have inside of you and not only blessing the people in your life, not only blessing yourself, but blessing those you may never even meet. I'm going to talk about situationships, how to identify when you're in one, how to get out of one, how to break soul ties, how to walk in wholeness. And I'm going to even take it up another level, how to walk in wholefoldence. And wholefoldence is wholeness and confidence merged into one, because I truly believe that you need both. So I'm going to explain what that is in another podcast. I'm going to interview some moms. I'm going to interview some successful entrepreneurs, some wives. I'm going to interview those who are climbing the corporate ladder, those who work for the federal government. I've already interviewed some authors, some millionaires, some speakers, some teachers, and some single women who are making some moves, and some single men who are actually making moves and aren't sitting at the house like, okay, Lord, where is my spouse? I'm going to get all of these wonderful people on the podcast. You all do not know how excited I am. We are about to literally change the game, change our mindset, change how we see the world, how we see ourselves just by pressing play on the SoulKation podcast. I am going to charge you all with one thing. Yes, on the first episode, I'm going to ask you to do one thing. If you hear something on the podcast and you're like, I wish you would have went a little bit deeper with that, or I'm going through this and I wish I can get a little feedback about this. I want you to email me your questions at loganrenee.com. That's loganrenee.com. And let me know what it is that you're thinking about or the questions that you have, and I will answer them live on the podcast. I cannot wait to talk to you all soon. Kisses and favor.